Good evening. I'm going to call to order the Judiciary and Licensing Committee meeting Tuesday, July 15th, 2025 at 4:15 in the City Hall chambers. Do we have any citizens' comments? Any citizens' comments? No citizens' comments. Approval of the June 17th, 2025 minutes.
Motion to approve the June 17th, 2025 minutes?
Second.
I have a motion by Mr. Cran, a second by Ms. Spiros. Any questions or comments? See none, all in favor say aye.
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 Opposed? Motion carried. The consent agenda. Application for Class B beer license and Class C wine license for NC Avenue LLC DBA Mushu Bourbon BBQ and Sushi on 601 North Central Avenue. Agent Kaddish Cafe. Application for temporary B beer license for Main Street Marshfield Hub City Days, July 24 through July 26, 2025. Request for noise variance for Main Street Marshfield Hub City Days, July 24 through 26, 2025. Request for open container for Main Street Marshfield Hub City Days, July 26, 2025 from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. Change of agent for 4 GPM locations to Rhonda Erlab. Transient merchant application for Southwestern Advantage, July 23rd, 2025 through August 20th, 2025. Premise amendment for Uptown Coffee Company LLC, 211 South Central Avenue for Hub City Days event Friday, July 25th, 2025 from 4 p.m. to 8 p.m. Premise amendment for Marshfield Elks Lodge, 113 East 2nd Street for business after 5, and Hub City Days event Thursday, July 24th, 2025 from 5 p.m. to 7 p.m. and Saturday, July 26th, 2025 from 6 a.m. to 5 p.m.
Motion to accept the consent agenda?
Second.
I have a motion by Mr. Cran, a second by Ms. Spiros to accept the consent agenda. Any questions or comments? All in favor say aye.
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 Opposed? Motion carries. Number 5, we have reconsideration hearings tonight. The appellant has the option of hearing in open and closed session.
So Mr. Jensen has said that open session is okay for him, and Ms. Peters has said open session. Ms. Williams is not present, and Mr. Zigerlicki has opted for closed session.
All right. Which one? Okay. You have chosen to appeal your decision of the city clerk concerning the denial of your license application. The city clerk will advise you of the date and time of the hearing, but it's in your interest to giving you a fair and impartial hearing. We would want to know the process we are being used to appeal. Open or closed session. You may, at your opinion, choose to have the hearing in either open and closed session. Closed session means that no members of the public other than you choose to have a witness in your behalf will allow to be in the room for the proceedings. Only members of the Common Council, committee members, city clerk, and a representative of police department will be allowed to stay in session on behalf of the city. The proceedings will not be televised. The purpose of your appeal is to present your case as to why you think the city clerk erred on denying your license application. The committee will employ the following procedures to hear your appeal. Tell us why the city clerk was in error in denying your application. You may dispute the facts, bring witnesses, or question the representation of the department that recommended denial of your application. You should refer to the letter given to you by the city clerk concerning the reasons for your denial of your application and address your dispute in issues containing in that letter. You may be asked questions by the committee members or police department when you have finished your presentation. The city department will recommend denial of your license. Hang on. The city department which recommended denial of your license will present its case to the committee. They may present evidence or witnesses and ask questions of the appellant. You, in turn, may ask questions of them. Rebuttal. When the city has presented its case, you will be given the opportunity to rebut any of the statements or facts presented by the city and summarize your case to the committee. Deliberation, the committee will ask you and the person or persons who present the city's case to leave the room so they can deliberate to develop findings of fact concerning your case. They will reconvene in open session to announce the findings and then entertain a motion to act on the appeal. The appeal will either be denied or affirmed. All right, we start with the first one, correct? Mr. Jensen, you may go up to the podium there, sir, and present your case. There's a little button there on the bottom of the microphone there. Todd, left-hand side, the microphone. You should be able to push. There you go.
Hi, my name's Todd. Come here today, not necessarily to refute the charge, just to say it basically was done unintentionally. I've attended bar for probably over 20 years, own my own establishment, for over 7 years with no violations, no history of anything, whether it's served in a minor, anything else in that regards. I just basically forgot that I had the citation that was issued to me over a year ago and forgot to put it on the application. No other intention involved with that other than just slipped my mind to the fact that I've probably the only ticket I probably had in 20 years. So it wasn't done intentionally. I understand the fact that what I did, I realized it right away when I did it. So it's not something I am going to refute, something that I did do. The only reason it wasn't listed on the application is strictly did not cross my mind to put it on there, to not remember that I had that violation on my hand. And like I said, doing it for 20 years, never had a violation, never had a ticket. And again, owning my own business, it's not something that ever crossed my mind that it was going to be there. And then when I was told by the city clerk that that was the reason for denial, I knew right away that that's what it was. I did that. And so I guess one thing I can do is apologize for not listing that on the application, make it a little more difficult for you guys. But it was definitely not something I did intentionally.
Okay. Mr. Gurant.
Okay, thank you. I agree with Mr. Jensen. He was cited, for, serving an underage, person back in December of 23. We found that during the normal review of his license and saw that it wasn't listed on his application, and that's why we brought it forward to you, to this board, I should say.
Do you have anything else, Mr. Jensen?
Again,
Are
I
you
just
good?
apologize for not listing on the application. Again, it wasn't done with any malice or anything like that, just slip of mind, slip of whatever. Again, you come back and look at anything I have as far as record, whether it's drive or anything, I don't have anything on my record other than that particular instance. So, just something I forgot to list on the application, and again, sincerely apologize for not listening and making things a little bit more difficult.
Ms. Spiros, Mr. Coran, do you have any questions for Mr. Jensen?
I do not.
I do not as well. Okay, we'll chat with that in closed session. We'll let you know then later on tonight. Mr. Jensen, thank you very much. Have a seat, and we will move on to, sorry, my sheet's upside down here. Ms. Peters. Oh,
Hi, I'm Michaela. I also had served an underage person when they came in and did the test for us in December, and I just as well did not mark that down. I completely forgot about it until she had called me and told me, and I even had something else on there, I think a DUI that's not, or has been done over 2 years now for violations, but I didn't miss that as well. So, and I've been tending bar for 10 years, 3 here in Marshfield. Otherwise, I've done it other places. And this was also my one and only violation that I've had for that.
Mr. Grant, or police chief, sorry.
That's okay. Yeah, again, Michaela, I agree with exactly what she said. We did a background, just like we would for any license, and found that that was not listed, that the serving underage was not listed. She did list, actually a driving without a license that was beyond. So I agree completely, but again, we bring it before this board because that was not listed on the application.
Anything else, Ms. Peters?
Nope.
Nope. Mr. Correa, Ms. Spiros, any questions for Ms. Peters?
No.
No, Ms. Peters, we will deliberate again, as we will, in closed session, and we will let you know before the end of tonight.
All right, thank you.
Thank you. Okay. And, Ms. Emma Williams. Ms. Emma Williams. Ms. Emma Williams is not here tonight, so we will move to, Mr. Zigerlicki, who has, chosen to do his in closed session. So, closed session, we will be closed session pursuant to Wisconsin statute chapter 19.85, 1F, considering financial, medical, social, or personal histories and disciplinary data of specific persons, preliminary consideration of specific personal problems, or the investigation of charges against specific persons, which is discussed in public, would likely to have a substantial adverse effect upon the reputation of any persons referred to in such histories, data, or involved in such persons or investigations. And closed session pursuant to Wisconsin statute chapter 19.85, 1A, deliberating concerning a case which the subject of any judicial or quasi-judicial trial or hearing before the governmental body. Do I have a motion to go into closed session?
So moved?
Second.
We have a motion and a second to go into closed session.
Coran,
Yes.
Spiros,
Yes.
Varsho.
Yes. All right.
Here I am saying.
Mr. Jensen, fact finding for hearings of Todd Jensen. Applicant has the following convictions due to their nature of use of substances in violation of law, substantially related to the license activity, sale of alcohol, sold alcohol to a minor 12/23/2023. Applicant failed to list violations on application. I would entertain a motion to accept the finding of facts for Mr. Jensen.
So moved.
Second.
So we have a motion and a second to the finding of facts as read to grant a beverage operating license to Mr. Jensen with 25 demerit points assessed for the violation and 20 demerit points for assessed for failure to list, for a total of 45 demerit points. All in, any questions or comments regarding the motion? All in favor, say aye.
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 Aye, motion carries. Okay. For the references, our past practices for assessing points are 25 points for drug conviction, 25 points for alcohol conviction, 25 points for felony conviction, 25 points for violations and related to license activity, 25 points for failure to list all violations. Common practice to reduce this to 20 points if electing to grant a license. Oh, perfect. No? Okay, okay. So, okay, we can tell Mr. or he should know by now, right? Mr. Jensen, your license has been granted. Thank you. Okay, finding of facts of, for the hearing of Michaela Peters. Applicant has the following convictions that due to the nature of use of substances in violation of law substantially relates to the license activity, sale of alcohol, selling to a minor, 12/8/2023. Applicant failed to list all violations on applicant. Do I have a motion to accept and adopt the finding of facts for Ms. Peters?
Motion to accept the finding of facts?
Second.
Was there an assessment of points with the finding of fact with that
can I-
motion?
Can I read or no? Or they should? Okay. So, okay, perfect. The motion to adopt the finding of facts to grant a beverage operator license to Ms. Peters with 25 points demerit points assessed for selling to a minor and 20 demerit points assessed for failure to list for a total of 45 points.
Yes.
Second.
We have a motion and a second. Any questions and comments? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Motion carries. Ms. Peters, your license has been granted as well. Okay. Ms. Williams, Emma Williams, failed to appear there, here today. So our fact finding is for failure to appear, we will deny the beverage license to Ms. Williams, and she would be able to appear again, apply again within 1 year. Do I have a motion to approve the finding and facts and deny that application?
Motion to accept those finding of facts?
Do I have a second?
Second.
Okay, we have a motion by Mr. Moran and a second by Ms. Spiros to deny the application for Emma Williams based on the finding of facts that she failed to appear for the hearing and she can apply again in 1 year. All those in favor say aye.
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 Aye. Opposed? That motion carries. Okay. Finding of facts for the hearing of Michael Zigerlicki. Applicant has the following convictions that due to the nature of the use of substances in violation by law, substantially related to the license activity sale of alcohol. Applicant has the following additional convictions. Conviction 9/7/24, disorderly conduct with a motor vehicle, and 2/6/23/23, equipment, a motor vehicle with illegal muffler. We did, okay. We find the felony conviction 11/30/2005, procurement of alcohol of a minor, harm/death. We find that you did not list any of the above offenses on your application and beverage operator license. So with this body's finding of facts, okay, the finding of we would need a motion to adapt the finding of facts as read and grant a beverage operator to Michael Zigerlicki with 25 demerit points assessed for failure to list violations 3/24/24 and 20 points demerit points assessed for failure to list violations 6/9/25 for a total of 45 demerit points.
I will make that motion.
Second.
Okay, that is a motion by Mr. Coran, a second by Ms. Spiros to adopt the finding of facts. Any questions or comments? Seeing none, all in favor say aye.
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 Aye. All opposed? Motion carries. Mr. Zigerlicki, when you fill your renewal out the next time, list everything you can, okay? If you need any help, contact the police department. They can help you list it all so that, so you don't have to be here again, okay? Okay. I gotta get back to. Okay, sorry. My apologies. I get back to my page here. Okay, actions discussed on closed session, which we discussed them. Any items for future agendas? I'll take a motion by Ms. Spiros and a second by Mr. Coran to adjourn the meeting. All in favor, say aye.
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 And we are adjourned. Thank you and have a good day.